Thank you very much. Say, I know that song. When I was young, forget it.
I tell you, there's something mysterious going on in this house. We must call the police. Last night I heard moans and shrieks, and this morning a dead man was found on the doorstep. His head completely severed. What about the blood in the library?
Now wait a minute. Now were you joking or? Terry!
Really? What a surprise!
Are you glad to see me?
Glad, I should say so. It's been almost a year.
Too long, my dear. Too long to be separated. Now let me look at you.
Bursting with health, Doc.
You look kind of peaked to me. You eat enough greens?
Greens, I'm a regular Miss Popeye. Now let me look at you.
Oh, well.
Say ah. Say oh.
Oh.
Say you love me.
Oh, come here.
Now you've just got to tell me everything that's been going on. How's Aunt Lucy?
Oh, say now. You know Lucy.
Yes.
You'd think I was 10 years old.
Yes, wear your boots. Have you got a clean handkerchief? Didn't she fuss about you coming all this way?
Oh, she carried on like mad.
Hey, you're here early. You said 3 or 4. What happened?
Well, that's the thing. When Stacy invited me to come east with him, I didn't know what kind of driver he was. Well, it turns out, okay, that he's one of those drivers that speeds 80 going through a town. Well, I dozed off a couple of minutes once, and I missed all of Pennsylvania.
Well, you shouldn't have done it, but it does give me more time with you.
Well, here's the thing. You've probably got things to do. You weren't expecting me until 3 or 4.
Oh, no. All I've got is a silly radio rehearsal. You know, I'm the big butter and eggs girl. I'll be done at 1:15. Let's have lunch way up on the top of something, shall we?
Well, that sounds just fine. That gives me time to drop in at the polyclinic a few minutes. Let's see now. 345 West 50th Street. Where's that?
That's not 5 minutes from here. I'll pick you up at your hotel. Where are you at?
The New Yorker.
Oh.
Stacy's idea. Full of go-getters.
After lunch, we'll whirl all around town. We'll see everything. And then tonight, we're going to the theater. Keith's taking us to dinner.
Oh, Keith, yes. I like to meet the boy.
Yes, Dad. Just a reminder. Keith's not like the boys back in Elvira.
Oh, say now, they're not like that back there anymore either.
Yes, I'm sure they've changed too, but I don't think he's like any boy you've ever met. He's brilliant, and he's written the most marvelous play, and he hates the government, and he won't wear evening clothes.
Well, it sounds as if he didn't even have a nickel.
Yes, but he will have. This play will put him over. It's beautiful and thrilling, and oh, Dad, I'm going to play the leading part.
Why, Trash, that's wonderful. Oh, your mother, she would have been so proud.
Of course, he hasn't sold the play yet, but he's bound to.
Say, I'm going to come see this play, even if it takes me my last nickel.
Dad?
Yes, Tress.
You look like you've been working yourself too hard. Have you?
Well, to be perfectly honest, I wish I could say I have, but truth is, my waiting room's looking pretty bleak these days.
But isn't anybody sick at all? I mean, what about old Mrs. Wainwright?
Well, the folks still come to me, yeah.
Well then.
Well, it seems that being just a medical man isn't enough these days. Back then, when you used to just get the cold, doctors used to just cure the cold. But Nowadays, the question is, why did you even get the cold? Well, it turns out, because subconsciously you didn't even want to live. Why didn't you want to live? Because when you were 3 years old, the cat died. Your mother, bless her soul, she buried it in the backyard without even telling you. And you were in love with that cat. So, you know, naturally, 40 years later, you catch a cold.
But who tells them all that nonsense?
Well, there's the thing. A new doctor came into town a few months ago. He opened up some offices.
Oh.
Yeah, sun lamps, x-ray machines, office fixed up like a power plant. He's the one looking after Mrs. Wainwright.
Do you mean he's taking your whole practice away?
I've ever done.
Yeah, the old folks still come to me.
But they haven't any money.
They still have babies.
Never you mind. I'm going to buy you the biggest, shiniest sun lamp machine ever invented. And fluoroscopes and stethoscopes and telescopes. Why? You'll be able to sit in your office, push a button, and look right through Mrs. Wainwright's 6 months.
Well, now, that doesn't sound half bad. Now, how about that new doctor? Will it go through him?
It'll dissolve it.
Well,
Terry!
oh,
Terry Randall!
Beep, honey. Right here.
hi.
Here's Father. He just got in this morning.
Oh, hi, so I've been looking forward to this meeting for a very long time.
Well, it's very nice of you. I'm glad to know you.
You never told me, Teresa, how you and your father bore such a strong resemblance. The same fine brow, the thoughts set deep full eyes.
Well, how now?
What is this after?
Oh, this is no act, Teresa. What are you talking
Oh, you
about?
know exactly what I'm talking about, Keith.
Well, now, son. Come here. I guess you'll do. Well, Terry, I'm off. You said 1:15 now?
Yes, Dad, and I can't tell you how grand it is to have you here. Now, don't cross against the lights, and promise you'll take taxis. Don't try and find places by yourself.
Oh, don't you worry about me. Now, I understand I'll be seeing you sometime later this evening. Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
Very good, very good. Well, children, I'm off.
All right, 1:15.
That's right, 1:15.
The New Yorker.
That's my hotel. Yes, the New Yorker, yes.
Taxis.
Taxis, right. People drive those. Yes, we take those. Very good.
Bye, darling.
Goodbye, Tress. Goodbye.
Bye.
Really, Keith, you can be so mad at me. What was all that Teresa nonsense?
Can I be polite?
One of the least convincing performances I ever saw.
Oh, sure. Hurt a fellow when he's down.
What is the matter with you, Keith?
I come to one of the toughest spots I ever was in my life, and you jump all over me.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know. How could I? What is it? Is it a play?
Yeah.
Yeah? You all turned it down?
No, not exactly.
Well, Keith, tell me.
I could sign a contract this afternoon.
You're not serious. With who?
Gilman!
He's the best there is.
I know, that's what makes it so tough.
Really, Keith, you're not being ridiculous about this. A Gilman production? Why, Keith, whatever he wants you to do, you gotta do it. What's he want you to change? The second act?
No, he likes the play all right.
Then I don't
I
understand.
just can't let him have it, that's all.
Oh. It's me, huh? Doesn't want me.
Well, look, Gilman's got Natalie Blake under contract, and she is a big star, and this just happens to be the type of role she's been looking for.
Did you tell him that you thought I would be good in it?
Oh, of course I did. I give him a hell of an argument, but he just won't do it unless Blake is in the role.
Well, then I guess that's that, Keith. I bow out.
God, Terry, you mean you'd really do that for me?
The play's the important thing, Keith. I love every single line of it. You didn't think after the way we worked on it for An entire year I was going to stand in your way. Did you?
God, Terry, you're wonderful. I'm crazy about you.
Please, Keith.
Look, 1 in a million would have taken it like that, and I love you for it. Love you, do you hear?
Yes, Keith.
Right, now I've got to go and have dinner with Gilman and Natalie Blake this evening.
Oh, tonight? Keith, you're having dinner with Father and me.
Oh, for God's sake, Terry. I mean, I get a chance like this with a big producer and a big star. And you expect me to say, I can't have dinner with you tonight. I've got to go have dinner with my girl and her father? That's what you expect me to say, I suppose.
No, of course not.
Look, I'll do my best. You know that. This is as much for you as it is for me.
Yes, Keith.
Now look.
Hey, what are you doing with all your stuff, honey? They let me out. Wait, what do you mean? There was another girl rehearsing when I got there, and I'm fired. But they can't do that. How long have you been rehearsing? Oh, they still could. It was the 7th day. Okay, don't let this get you down. I mean, it happens to all of us. To me. It's part of this crazy business. Harry, I haven't a cent. What of it? I still got my radio job. We'll get along.
Don't try to fool me. I know about the radio job. You've only got 2 more weeks, and I can't take any more money from you. I owe you more than $100.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Now, come on. This is silly. Come down to my radio rehearsal with me, and then have lunch with me and Dad. We'll figure this out.
I couldn't, Terry. I just couldn't.
Okay. Kate, you say something.
You know, it's tough.
Honey, put your stuff back up in your room. We'll figure this out. Don't be down.
That's all right, Terry. I'll be okay. Thank you.
This meant everything to her.
She'll be okay. The season's just begun. She'll get something else. Now look, darling, you and your father go and have a nice dinner someplace, and then leave my ticket for me at the box office, and I'll be in as soon as I can, all right?
All right.
That's my girl. You're the swellest kid that ever lived.
Swell.
Hello, honey bun.
Oh, hello, sugar.
Did I keep you waiting?
Oh, no.
Oh, would you look at your tie? I do declare I don't love you the way you did yourself up.
Oh, go on. Everybody knows you're crazy about me.
I sure am. I just can't sleep or eat. So we're gonna go have dinner.
Well, what do you want to do all evening? I'm sick of movies, and you don't want to sit around here.
I tell you what, let's go and see Keith Burgess' play.
Keith Burgess' play. We couldn't get into that. The paper said seats 8 weeks in advance and 50 standees last night.
Then 2 more won't matter. That's all we want to do, stand.
Yes, but I don't think we ought to ask.
Good Lord, you don't want to pay, do you?
Hey, for the theater, you must be out of your mind.
Well, some people must pay. Where did you put the new electric book in this Kendall?
I will.
And did you give Miss Terry that phone message from Mr. Kingsley?
Sorry, forgot.
Oh, for goodness sake. Well, you can go clean up the dining room.
Hi, Judy.
You were more fun in your other costume.
You know, you should be careful eating those bananas. Starches and show business don't go together.
They do in my show. All I got to compare it to is the elephants.
Are there idiots who really go to those childish things? I'm sorry, pay money.
You can't have all the idiots. We like getting some of your overflow.
I suppose you know we broke house record last week.
How'd you know I stayed up all night to get your return?
A wisecracker.
So sorry, Mr. Burgess. At the last minute, I had a run in my stocking and oh my goodness.
Well, I'll leave you two young people alone.
Well, Keith, did you forget to bring the glass slipper?
What's the big idea, Terry? I told you on the phone we were dressing.
I thought you were joking. You said, we'll dress, of course, and I said, of course, but I never dreamed you were serious.
We're going to an opening, and our seats are third row center.
Downstairs.
Now, where do you think?
Well, darling, we've been to openings before, and we always sat in the gallery.
Gallery? We're through with the gallery. I got a seat to 21 for dinner, and then afterwards, we're going to Gilman's penthouse for a party, but you can't go looking like that.
Well, just give me a minute, and I'll go up and change my evening. Oh, no.
What is it?
I lent my evening dress to Susan.
Oh, for the love of God.
But it's okay, I'll just borrow Judy's pink. Olga's wearing it.
This is the damnedest stuff I ever was in, wearing each other's clothes. I suppose you use each other's toothbrushes, too.
Would you rather I didn't go, Keith?
No, I didn't say that.
Yes, but would you rather?
Okay, now you're playing it for tragedy. Oh, what's the matter with you anyhow?
There's nothing the matter with me, Keith. I just don't see us as third row center first nighters. I mean, that whole crowd, it makes the audience more important than the play.
Well, I don't care about them. They don't mean anything to me.
Then why do you bother with them?
Because they can't hurt us. Insects, that's what they are. I'd watch them as you'd watch a hill of ants.
Listen, Keith. You've written your last play about people you understood and liked. You lived with them, you knew them, and they gave you something. You'll starve to death in third row center.
I'm no fool. I'm going back to them. They're keeping my room for me just as it was.
Keeping it? How do you mean? Never mind. No. Now you've really got to know. Have you moved without even telling me?
Well, okay. I was planning on telling you later. I knew you'd jump on me. Seeing as we've gone this far, I'm going to Hollywood.
Holly.
Yes, to write for the pictures.
No.
Don't start up again. One of these days, you'll turn into one of those...
Whoa. Well, aren't you the role versions? Hi.
Hi.
Scram. Listen to
No,
me.
you listen. I know exactly what you're going to say. All that junk about it shriveling up my soul. Look, I'm going to use Hollywood. It's not going to use me. I'm going to go there for 1 year at $2,000 a week. That's $100,000. In the daytime, I'll write their garbage, but at night I'll write my own plays.
But will you? That's what I'm afraid of. Will
You bet I will. And I'll keep fit in the sunshine with the swimming and tennis and...
Those little Armin swimming pools up to here.
What?
Nothing. Doesn't matter.
Look, they'll never catch me at their brown derbies or their Trocaderos.
When are you leaving?
Oh, well, I don't know, next week.
I see. Well, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yes, goodbye and good luck. It's been swell.
Wait, Terry! Terry Randall!
Is he gone? Yes. How soon? She's
No, he's not gone. And thank you for eavesdropping. I forgot my jacket.
I never did like him.
Me neither. Come on, let's go back up. She'll be suspicious.
Be very quiet. Shall we ask if we can do anything?
No.
Does Miss Terry Randall happen to be in?
I think so, sir. Please sit down.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Mr. Kingsley.
Oh, yes, that's right. Get your midnight telephone. I clean forgot to tell Miss Terry.
Oh, well, as long as she's here.
Yes, of course. Please sit down.
Thank you.
Should come right down, sir.
Thank you.
And I've also told her about the telephone, too.
Yes, thank you.
Why, Mr. Kingsley, you've come just in the nick of time.
Well, I'm glad of that. What's happened?
Oh, sort of an emotional crisis. I ran into my room to have a good cry, buried my head in the pillow just the way you're supposed to, and guess what?
What?
The tears just wouldn't come. In fact, I felt kind of relieved and light as if I'd just gotten over a fever.
Well, yes, but still, how disappointing. Like not being able to sneeze.
Well, perhaps I'll be able to manage it later. Night.
Well, if your shoulder would be of any help.
Oh, no, thank you. I think I'll have to figure this one out on my own.
Oh.
I see you've already made yourself comfortable.
Well, I felt, well, nice gentleman let me in. I understand this is rather an odd hour for me to be dropping in. I did telephone.
Well, Frank doesn't believe in phone messages.
Yes, well, they do in Hollywood. Speaking of which, they've just called me out. How shall I put this? Could you take a plane for California tomorrow?
Me?
Yes.
What for?
Well, they didn't say what the part was. A sort of character comedy, I believe. Of course, they put the picture in production first, and then they started the casting process. The Alice in Wonderland method. But at any rate, they want a new face in this particular part, so they started running off all the screen tests they had, and then, well, eventually they came down to that one of yours. So, there you are. Oh, and they want to know in about 20 minutes.
Joking.
Well, no, all important decisions on the committee take 20 minutes. It's the trivial ones that take years. Shall I phone them you'll be there?
Well, I don't know.
You don't mean to say you're hesitating.
Well, it is so fantastic. How could I?
Terry, my child. Do you mind if I tell you something? I've been watching you for several seasons. You've been in the theater for, what, 3 years now. Yeah. You appeared in perhaps half a dozen productions, and, well, none of them are what I'd call hits. Would you?
No.
And some of them closed before the week was out.
You've been doing a lot of detective work, haven't you?
Well, I didn't need to. Not for you. I know all about you.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, that's a little frightening.
Oh, well, it's part of my business, see, to watch the good ones. And you're good. You've got a fire and a variety and a magnetic quality that's felt the very minute you walk on a stage.
Don't stop.
Well, yes, but off stage, you're nothing at all. But to the average manager, that is. See, they wouldn't see that spark. You could be the young girl who's come to deliver costumes. They wouldn't know the difference. No, but that means nothing. Were Helen Hayes or Elizabeth Berger to walk in on that, what would they see? Little anemic wisps that look like they could use with a sandwich and a glass of milk. You see, you put them on a stage. That's as if you lighted 1,000 incandescent bulbs behind their eyes. That's talent. That's acting. And that's you.
Now I am going to cry.
Well, yes, but suppose they ever saw it. You could tramp up and down Broadway for 20 years, and you might never get your chance, Terry. That's the stage.
20
they'll like this, is to fill those hollows. Take hollows. Take your right profile. Yes, that's the good one. Maybe shave the nose a trifle, and perhaps a celluloid cap on those tubes. There. Yes. They make you very pretty, Terry. Oh, well, say you're in this picture. Some 50 million people see you. You get fan mail. The next time you get a bigger part. So no more tramping up and down Broadway. No more worries about money. A 7-year contract, Terry. And your salary every week, whether you work or not. And if you make a real big picture like Gene, they tear up that contract and they write you a better one.
Couldn't I just do 1 or 2 pictures instead of this 7-year thing?
Oh, well, I'm afraid not. See, where you'd be incredibly successful, they wouldn't want another studio to reap the benefit. But that's not unreasonable, is it?
No, I suppose not. Oh dear, everything you say is sounding true, but you see, the trouble with me, Mr. Kingsley, is I'm stage struck. The theater beats me and stars me and forsakes me, but I love it. I guess that's just the kind of girl I am. I'd rather live in a garret with her true love than dwell in a palace with old money bags.
Yes, but it seems as if, though, now your true love has kicked you out of the garret.
Oh dear, if there was just somebody. Mr. Kingsley, won't you tell me what to do?
Me?
Please.
But I work for the picture company.
What if you didn't?
Well, if I didn't, I'd tell you to tell them that they ought to go to hell.
What?
Go to Hollywood, Terry. Let them do those things to you. Look at that lovely little face, and for what? So that a few years from now you can be thrown out on the ash heap like all the rest of them? Now, I understand the theater may be slow and heartbreaking, yes, but if you build solidly, then you've got something at the end of 7 years, and 17 years, and 27. Look at Alfred Lunt or Lynn Fontaine. They tramped Broadway in their day, sure. They worked like horses. They trooped the entire country, but they stuck to it. Now they've got something that nothing in the world can take away from them. And this John Barrymore got a yacht.
You're wonderful.
Are you going to go to Hollywood?
No.
Well, you going to go with me to dinner?
Yes.
Well, that's all I came to ask you.
Give me a minute. I'll get my hat.
Oh, Paris says hats will be worn off the head this winter.
Where?
That's what it says. Hats will be worn off the head this winter. Where are they going to put them?
Did you know that in ancient Egypt 5,000 years ago, the women used to dye their hair just like we do?
Who's we? Take that banana out of my face, will you?
And 2-piece Schiaparelli suits for only $5.98. Huh, you can't tell the model from the copy.
The hell you can.
Oh, they're canceling that Lord Byron play because they can't find a leading man.
What are they looking for?
Well, he's got to be young and handsome, that's for sure. Huh, there are no handsome men on the stage anymore.
There's a shortage off stage, too.
Well, looks don't count anymore. It's good old sex appeal.
Well, would you rather go out with a handsome man without sex appeal, or a lonely man with it?
Both.
I'd rather go out with the handsome one.
Yeah, and stay in with the other one.
Well, I think that's disgusting. It's all you women ever talk about. You're so degrading.
Isn't it, though?
Say, Terry. Where's Terry?
She's still asleep. It's the only chance she gets.
Sundays.
I see that Bozar's coming back again.
Yeah, he's one of those fellas who started out on a soapbox and ended up in a swimming pool.
Terry was crazy about him, all right. And if you ask me, I still think she is.
Really? What makes you think so?
Well, someone just mentioned his name the other day, and you ought to have seen her face.
Oh, no, she's forgotten he's ever lived, that left-wing Romeo.
Oh, well, I should think she might have with David Kingsley in the army. Now I call him attractive.
Well, Kingsley's not her type. He's just interested in her career.
Well, if it's just her career, they eat an awful lot of dinners together.
Yeah, if it's art he's got in his mind, why doesn't he get her a job? Not much of a career standing behind a sales counter, if you ask me.
Yes, and I think it's perfectly awful the way Terry gets up at 7:30 every morning. That miserable job of hers. Well, it's no worse than what I've got ahead of me.
Well,
A number 3 company have a horse on you running up and down the West End. God, I came to New York to get away from Seattle, and they keep shipping me back there.
You'll be earning some money. I mean, look at Stephanie. We ain't got enough money to get married, and I do declare I am tired of living in sin.
Oh, really? Oh, shut up. Speaking of Seattle, Miss Falkland, would you mind taking a load of lumber off my neck? After all, you put him there.
Look, it isn't my fault if he fell for you.
Oh, is lumber in town yet?
No, but I've had a warning. Well, I'm not going to waste my whole Sunday listening to you. When is Jean coming?
I don't know. Why don't you stick around?
Because my time is just as valuable as Prince's.
Sure, you're in big demand. Sit down.
Well, if she wants me, I'll be upstairs. The conversation isn't very uplifting.
I am.
You should be a school teacher, that girl.
Hey, you think Jean's is pretty on screen and she is off screen?
She's much better looking off.
They made her look like all the rest of them on screen.
I hope she will soon be here. I must be at the Winter Garden at 1 o'clock.
On a Sunday?
On Sunday.
Yeah, we know. Koloshinsky.
What is it?
What are you playing?
Turkish Rondo!
What?
Come in here if you want to talk.
Yeah, stop stuffing yourself and get in here.
Sorry, I'm stuffing the pancakes.
Louise, you better cut those farmhand breakfasts now that you're in New York.
Imagine getting the time of the day it's printed instead of 3 days later.
You're not lonesome for good old Appleton?
I haven't been so happy in years.
Everything pink, eh?
Look, what's that? Irene Fitzroy's engaged with the Society Girl part in River House.
Oh, she'll be good in it.
I could have played that Fitzroy part. I don't know why I couldn't be a society girl.
Oh, sure. We know.
You're always the type.
A real actress can play anything. I may play the French adventuress in Love Noir.
What?
Really?
Do you mean they offered it to you?
Well, not exactly, but I'm writing him a letter.
Letter?
You and your letters.
Oh, look at this room. Banana skins, newspapers, and toast. Well, I think that with Miss Jean Maitland coming, you'll be getting all slicked up. Big movie picture stuff.
Look, are you still writing those letters about yourself? How many X's are there in sexy? Why don't you just give up anyhow?
Yeah, why don't you take a ballet dancing or something?
Don't you stand me? I'll never give up. Why? I'm as good as... Leave me alone.
They were just kidding. Yeah. Joe Bernie.
Oh, why, Papa?
Oh,
no,
you shop girl.
We never thought you were coming down.
I wouldn't have if it weren't for Jean's coming.
Hey, Maddie! Could you give me a cup of coffee, please?
Of course.
Thank you. Oh. Aren't Sundays heavenly? I woke up at 7:15 this morning and then I said nope, and I went right back to sleep. Not all day do I have to say